Hey guys, welcome to a new series, or at least semi-new. The old series was on my old channel that I did for the server, which was, the username was CartPig. And all of the previous episodes, going back, are at the very top link in the description. I believe the last time I made an episode was right in this village, and it was episode 31 of Getting the CartPig Let's Play. And this one is obviously by a different title, and that's just for the new channel. So we are at the village. In this village I spruced it up. If you've never seen any of the previous videos, I definitely recommend you watch some. A few choice ones I can think of are Shenanigans, Becca's Shitty Wheel, the last one I did, which was episode 31, and then there's a Party Time, that's a good one. Basically any of the ones where there's a group of us from the server on, those are always a lot of fun to watch. But if you're really interested in seeing some of the other single player stuff, then definitely check those out. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm only going to Let's Play videos from this map. So if you're unaware, on the server, when 1.3 came out, we started a new map called the New Big Pig Dig, and our old map, which is just simply named GITCP, standing for Getting the CartPig. So the way I'm going to do this is all videos on this map are going to be on this channel, FountainPlays. And anything where I go back to do stuff on the old map, like the Crucible, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, a Crucible is a project I worked on the old map that I plan on finishing. So I'm going to go back and finish it, and I'm going to put up videos for finishing that. Once I'm finished with the Crucible, or at least once I stop making videos on the Crucible, then I'm basically done with any of the LP videos on that channel. I have another series with Stony. Stony Plays is the name of his channel, and him and I are doing Vex's Waking Up map, which is a lot of fun. I highly recommend that. That series is for sure going to stay on the old channel until it is finished. Will not be transferring that mid-series, so just so you know. So then, after I'm done with the Crucible, then that will be the only series that I'll regularly be putting up on that channel. Everything else should be in this channel, besides the few group things I do, and those will again be put up on the server channel. That is also going to be used for, what a great deal, 10 emerald for a compass. I should totally go buy that right now. But anyway, as I was saying, that channel is going to be used for community videos, so people from the community can, from the server, if they want to upload videos to that channel, then all they have to do is send them to me. But I don't think we've seen this yet. So if you come down here, oh, what's this? Oh, it's quite faint. Push this button. Oh god, doors don't like me. Got some fancy emerald doors. Staircase down here. This place looks like shit. Like shit. I'll explain that in a minute. But so far I've just got an enchantment table set up, a little common area, some chests, some bullshit, and still down here is the mine shaft. So what I'm doing down here is kind of a 2.0 version of something I did on 2 maps ago. Which was just called Kofaholt, or at least that was the main city on the map, and that's what everyone calls it. And it was basically like an underground area in a desert. Go figure. And it was just like this, a little bit smaller, actually much smaller, more cramped. But it had lots of different farms, basically anything I needed for food or whatever. The only thing it didn't have was a mob farm. I know there's other groups of people. There's actually 2 other groups of people on the server on this map right now trying to come up with a similar idea where all the anything you can think of farming is in one place. But I'm going to take a little more technical of approach to it, as in I'm going to go less for high volumes of stuff and less of high efficiency, and just try to come up with some cool new designs for, you know, a reed farm, a wheat farm, probably a netherwort farm, since those grow in the overworld now. So just some simple designs, probably nothing, like I said, that's going to yield too much stuff, but either way it should be a lot of fun. This is the wheat pad, is what I'm calling it. It actually looks rather large, but it's not going to yield a super high amount of wheat. But if you come up here, we have 12 individual pads. I haven't finished, obviously I'm still very much in the building process, but the way this works is each pad is what holds all the wheat. And in the ceiling, right here, there will be basically a dispenser, and then the dispenser will push out water, it will fall down onto the pad, and it will wash all the wheat off the sides. Oh, I made the jump. As you can see over on these, I already have the ice in place on some of them. And the ice, if you didn't know, makes items move faster, which is just a great, that's like probably the best thing about the update, where now we can grab ice with Silk Touch. So as you can see, these are all set up, and I'll have different water streams pushing all of the wheat to one central spot. And I tested this in creative, and the delivery is quite fast. I'm very impressed with how quick the wheat makes it back to the main area. It's pretty nice. So that's just what I've been working on a ton of. I went out to Squib's spider spawner, which is a quintuple spider spawner. I think I'm saying that right. It's 5 spider spawners. Stony has a video showing it off a bit more as it was being built, or before it was built, or in the middle of the build process, or whatever. And it's pretty neat. But it gets so much XP once it builds up. It's like, it takes 10 minutes for the initial build up of all the cave spiders, and then after that it's 5 minutes you have to wait before you get to level 30. So you can go out there and just do a ton of enchanting. So I went out there and did all of this. As you can see, I didn't get one. The worst pick I got was probably these efficiency 4s, because I didn't have anything else. I didn't get any Unbreaking 3s or anything else of that matter. I got one Silk Touch 1, which has Unbreaking 3 and efficiency 4, which is pretty awesome. My current Silk Touch only has just efficiency 4. And then a couple of efficiency 3. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I haven't seen that yet. Not from a level 30 anyway. And then I got that shovel, which is pretty nice. And this shovel, which is also pretty nice. This one is the Flint Master 3000, as I like to call it. These are just almost broken down, that I use whenever I get a Fortune 3, or sorry, like if I got a Fortune 2 or an Unbreaking 3 or something of a shitty enchant, then I just take this shitty pickaxe and repair the new one so it resets the enchant, and then I can enchant it again. What I've been trying to do really hard is trade with my priests so that they'll offer a deal that is to pick an enchantment. However, I've not been able to do that. I've only been able to get them to offer Diamond Sword. Oh, that's my nice sword that I have reserved. Only been able to offer stuff like Smite 2, which I think I repaired my Diamond Sword. It had my very first Diamond Sword on this map, and it was a Smite 1, and it was like a 5-level enchant or something silly. So I found a priest, and he had a Smite 2, and by that point it was like there was like 10% of the sword left. So I was like, screw it. It was like 3 emeralds plus a Diamond Sword gives you the enchant. So I did that. And I almost regret it, because I just want to use that awesome sword I have in that chest. Just because it sounds just so awesome. And the looting would be really nice. I think again though, I'm gonna try to get a looting sword that's just looting, or at least doesn't have much other awesome stuff on it. That way, when I get eventual farms set up down here for animals, like pig farms, cow farms, definitely want a big cow farm since leather is kind of a scarce thing nowadays, especially since books require it. I need to get on Paco and start pressuring him to go with his idea, and that was to write a bunch of fan fiction, or not really fan fiction, but just short stories that contain characters that are of people that play on the server, which is just a fantastic idea. But it obviously would take some time. He's on vacation right now, and he's about to start school soon, so that'll be a while. But yeah, I'm excited a lot about this new channel. I think it's gonna, because I'm so excited about it, I think it means I'm gonna get out some fresh content. Fresh, just as in fresh and new stuff I've never done before. Whoops. I'm super excited to let's play some other games. The old channel, I felt so much like the only thing I could ever do was Minecraft stuff, because the name of the channel was the same name as my server. That's some odd block lag. Oh, hello, Iron. As Scully likes to say it, Iron. I just dug straight down. I realized that. That was horrible. We don't need... There we go. So yeah, first up on the list is 2 games. Quantum Conundrum, which is a game very similar to like Portal, except for rather than jumping through portals, you switch dimensions. There's like a fluffy dimension, and which makes everything super light and really easy to throw around. Like you can throw around like big vaults. And then there's like a slow motion dimension, and you can just flip between them easily, and you have to use them to solve puzzles, which sounds awesome. I'm also a pretty big fan... Where are you at? Zombie. There you are. What are you doing in there? Your little hole. That was weird. That's a weird hole. Anyway. I also really like shooters a lot. First-person shooters. Oh, we don't want to do that. I just think that, but I don't know. I've never played one and recorded at the same time, so I think that should be interesting. The shooter I'm going to play is Deus Ex: Human Revolution. I haven't played any of the first games. I haven't played it at all. I haven't even seen any. I haven't seen any Let's Play of it at all. I know nothing about the game besides seeing like a couple screenshots and seeing Adam Jensen as the main character. I've seen his little shades thing that are attached to his face. I'm betting he's some sort of bionic man, but I don't know. So I'm going to do a playthrough of that, and hopefully that'll turn out really well, since I've never played it before, but again, it could also turn out really, really horrible. But let's not hope for that. So, should be pretty fun. I really like the logo. I came up with most of it, and then Mike here on the server helped me tweak it a bit so that it looked, gave it a bit more depth. Mine was like a little bit too 8-bit, or 30. It's technically 32-bit, I think. But either way, I like it a lot. For those of you that don't know, if you haven't been subscribed to the Carpig channel, the reason it's FountainPlays, and the reason my username here is the Fountain88, you can see it up in the top corner there, is, I probably shouldn't tell too much information, but my last name is French, and in French, my last name means the fountain. So that's the username that I chose for everything, just because it was an English translation of my last name. So that's where that comes from. Even like my brother uses Fountain stuff pretty often in his usernames or whatever else. Or we pride ourselves on the fact that we are fountains. So, but a little bit more about me besides just my username and channel name and where that comes from. I am a 24-year-old IT administrator. I work at a company, a smaller company of about 30 people, and I run IT for the whole company. So, but I'm the only one there that does anything technology related. So that means I do everything from fix printer jams to make important IT infrastructure decisions. Fancy stuff. So it's, oh man, I suck at that last line. So it's a very thrilling job. I enjoy it a lot. Did I mess that up? No. I'm just supposed to do that in the corners. And I would think this corner too. I don't have 100% of the kinks worked out on the design. Some items get hung up in certain places, which is why I had to do stone or any other block that's not ice in these center aisles, because if we've got water here pushing items this way, the items go so fast that if there's ice here, they'll go past it and they'll get hung up like right there, even though water flows all the way to the edge of this block right here, they'll get hung up right there and they won't go down this path. So with this block here, as soon as they hit the block, they move much slower. They almost come to a stop, and then they can get pushed that way, or whatever way they need to go. So the next part of the process is making the dispensers and rigging them up. And rigging them up so that they can dispense the water. Here, oh poop, I didn't make the jump. I like carrying around ice. It's super handy. We can make it, come on, there we go. You don't have to, I mean, before I always used to carry around 2 buckets of water, which is always would let me make an infinite spring anywhere I wanted. Well, I could carry around a stack of ice, which is essentially 64 source blocks, which is really quite nice for any time I need to make water. And here, I'm just placing them in here because I need water in here, and it's a hell of a lot easier than running back and forth with buckets, placing water. And the reason we need water in these holes is because on these pads where the dirt will be tilled and all the wheat will be, is we need a water source so that the tilled dirt will stay tilled. I thought that these torches would melt this ice, but it's looking like it's not going to, meaning I'll have to break it. One challenge to design that I have not fixed, I'm probably going to have to take another layer of the ceiling out, which sucks because it's a lot of blocks, and I don't have a ton of time to do this stuff. Because once the water system is in place and it's going to drop water down, then, let's see, nice. I don't have any half slabs, it will just be a half slab over this. Water will come down and spread out all across these blocks. There was an option to make the pads one bigger, however, which would work because the water would stay tilled, but it just made the size of the farm, I think, too big. So I just went with the 7x7 design. I think that if you really were going for high yield, then you would want to do the 8x8 design. But anyway, I think I'll have half slabs over the gap here, but just like one here and one here, so I can run around between all the paths. And to do that, I need to walk over the half slab here. I need to raise the ceiling. I don't know how comfortable I feel just raising the ceiling for just the one, just so that I can walk around. Like, I don't want to raise just these 3 blocks or whatever, just so I can walk through. That's awkward. So I'll probably have to tear the ceiling out. Yeah. But once it's working, it should be pretty damn cool. I have to say I'm excited that I came up with this. I used to do this kind of stuff all the time, and then I just got so caught up in being stupid dirt, being a server administrator and making other videos that I just kind of lost track with what I used to do all the time, and that's do lots of redstone projects and stuff like that. I think this should be cool. I really need to see. I need to set up the walkways between them already, and I'm going around doing this in the stupidest way, because if I brought some half slabs with me, then oh wow, then I could just get it all done every time I go to a pad. But nope, I'm gonna have to run around and jump and fall on all these pads again to put the half slabs on. Fuck you, dirt. I'll take out all of you. Stupid pig. Okay, that's that. I'm not gonna work on this anymore. Let's see. Yeah. Not anymore in this video. We're almost running out of time anyway. Oh, I'm gonna starve to death. So I will update you further with the progress on the farm as well as other farms, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.